Yes, here we go. How's everybody doing in Madison? Wow, this is a really great crowd. You know, it's really interesting because this is our, what's this, 51? 51st mile of the walk. And, you know, every time we start out to do this, I think, well, you know, yesterday was really awesome. And it feels like it's hard to beat it. You know, yesterday we were in Milwaukee, and it was an incredible walk. And, you know, what makes up an amazing walk is who's walking. And oftentimes, you know, we said this yesterday, when we first started this thing, the three of us walked out right before we walked out on the walk in Nashville, and we're like, well, we could be three guys walking on the street like crazy people. But it hasn't been that. And what happened was we started off with this crazy goal of partnering with Tom's Shoes to try and inspire ourselves and one another that we all really do have a role in making a difference, especially in issues that, you know, our generation will be judged by. The issues of AIDS, especially in Africa and in other parts of the world where you've got millions of kids born, you know, without hope because their parents are passing away, they're orphaned by AIDS. We've got enough kids in Africa to fill the entire city of Manhattan with kids that don't have parents because of AIDS. Just think about that for a second. We as a generation of people are completely underestimated. We have everything available to us, and somehow we're still cynical about being able to make a difference. This walk is about you guys remembering that the power to make a difference is only your decision to decide to act. You guys have the power to what you buy, the jobs you start, the people you connect with, and for most importantly, your influence. Your influence as showing your own actions. This is not about who's standing here watching us. This is about who's walking. This is about you guys recognizing the fact that just by showing up, by deciding to be a part of the solution, you have an incredible opportunity to make a difference. These walks have been barefoot, and I didn't say barefoot when we started because I've been put on detention because I'm getting sick. We're going to give you guys, cut you some slack today since I'm not walking barefoot. But you can walk barefoot if you want to. And the reason we walk barefoot, and do it at your own risk if you guys choose to today, is the idea that we can recognize the simple need. Think about a pair of shoes. It seems completely, you know, like not a big deal, like something that we just pass over. But if you think about kids that don't even have a pair of shoes, which, by the way, that's the least of their concerns, but it's the kind of thing that if you can start by giving somebody a pair of shoes, that changes the way the education they can get, the opportunities they can get, the ability to push through another day. When we walked the last 48 miles of the last tour, the goal was to help Tom sell 50,000 pairs of shoes. Every time we're bringing these shoes, Tom Shoes, with us, every time you buy a pair of their shoes, the second pair is donated to Child in Poverty, the 1-for-1. And we reached the goal with them of selling 50,000 pairs of shoes, which is just absolutely incredible. And when we went there, we literally put them on kids' feet one at a time. And you know, I have a 5-year-old son, and I sat there with kids that are his age that walk 10 kilometers a day both ways just to go to school, if they're that lucky. And you got to think about, well, if this, you know, if I don't think shoes matter, try walking a mile or 2 or 10 without them. And then you'll recognize, wow, maybe I can start that small. If nothing else happens from this walk except for you guys Google something, or the fact that you go on your computer and tell your friend you took the walk and then they ask you what it was about, then we will have made a difference. But I want to ask you guys to not make this your last mile. Make this your first mile. Make this a mile that made you start going, well, what is it that I can do? Not can I put the world up on my shoulders and go hug trees and change the world on my own, but can hugging trees is fine, nothing against trees. I don't know how many trees it helps, but you know. But you guys truly are the greatest generation in history, and that's not bullshit, that's the truth. And we need to stand up and recognize that that's us. We are the greatest generation, we're going to act like it. And I think you guys are showing up today, making a difference, and we feel like, you know, we can walk another mile by seeing the fact that you'll show up and walk with us. I want to thank you guys so much for walking this far. This is only halfway. So I want to say, invite you guys to just scream at the top of your lungs if you've been walking with us now. We just say, I took the walk! I took the walk! Say it again, I took the walk! I took the walk! fine.